Welcome to the Entrepreneur Mindset Series, Part 8. I know what I want to sell, and I know so many people who need this. Now, the big question is, how do I determine the right price for my product, for my program? A price that my clients will pay and that still gives my business the revenue and profit it needs. What is that price point, that just right, not too high, not too low price point for my product? We know that lumpy, inconsistent sales, not enough leads, and therefore not enough quality sales conversations are the bane of most coaches, consultants, entrepreneurs' lives, particularly early and mid-stage entrepreneurs and career executives who are working that side hustle. Now, 3 of the big questions that we work through in my Sales Accelerator formula pertain exactly to this topic. What is the right price for my product? How do I put a dollar value on the result, the transformation that my product gives? And then there's the internal questions that are not always so obvious or top of mind. But if you are lacking confidence and boldness about stamping your mark and your price on your deliverable, on your product, then chances are you actually are asking yourself, am I worthy of this? Am I enough? Do I deserve to ask for this amount? These 3 questions come up all the time. And indeed, when we don't figure out exactly how to price and how to sell, the value, the investment that we're asking our clients to make, we do not speak with authority and a tone that conveys, I've got this. I know where I'm going and I know my product can help you. We lose way too many clients to the excuse that happens, it's too expensive. I can't afford it. Or, oh, that sounds great. Let me think about it. Or versions thereof. Does this sound familiar? In today's video, I'm going to give you some tips to turn this around, both on a practical level in terms of how you determine your pricing and how you speak about it, and then mentally, internally, in terms of what you can think and believe to empower yourself in these pricing decisions and discussions. Because poor outcomes from pricing discussions during the sales conversation is one of the biggest stumbling blocks that actually causes too many women entrepreneurs to quit their businesses before their business has a chance to shine, has a chance to flourish. And that is a tragedy. So let's not let that happen for you. This is a really common problem. You are definitely not alone when it comes to determining what the price should be and how to talk about that. Now, if you don't find enough clients fast enough and make enough sales fast enough, those old fears and doubts start to cloud our excitement and our inspiration. And suddenly we start wondering, am I good enough? Am I worthy? Can my program really deliver the results I'm promising anyway? And somehow selling the promise of transformation suddenly feels and looks too hard. That mountain looks too high and too hard to scale. Now, if you are selling information products like online courses or programs or memberships or subscriptions or coaching programs, consulting. You've been in business for a few months or a few years already, and you're struggling to sell your products, struggling to get the value proposition right, then I suspect you really get where I'm coming from right now. So how do we price our products to reflect the value we believe it has. We know it has. We've seen the results we've produced for other people. And make sure that we have enough margin factored in to cover our basic costs of keeping the lights on, keeping the business running, and give ourselves a profit margin as well. This aspect is often overlooked, the running cost aspect, especially when we're selling services or online products that don't look like they've had a huge cost to actually develop. It's not like it's something you've manufactured where you've had to buy a bunch of spare parts, or a building you've had to make where you've got lots of labourers and materials, physical products with physical components that are more obvious to factor into the pricing. So when we're pricing our services and programs, online programs, it is different. It's just as important to work out your value proposition and how to price it right. In this video today, I'm going to cover the 5 things we must do to set the right price, and also the 3 beliefs, the 3 things that help us stay firm and confident when we're challenged on price, and so we can produce those win-win outcomes. Before we start, I'd like to welcome you to my YouTube channel, and my name is Leah Zallams if I haven't met you before. And this channel is dedicated to giving you the tools, the tips, the strategies, and the coaching, specifically on sales, leadership, and mindset for high-performing women entrepreneurs and corporate executives with a side hustle who are looking for actionable tips and strategies that are working right now to accelerate sales growth to your first or next 100K without the frustration of those inconsistent, lumpy sales, lost time going down rabbit holes, wasting money, chasing shiny objects, trying to do it all yourself manually without the right systems and processes in place. I know, I get it. I've been there myself. So stay with me, I can help you. It's one thing to do what you love and be an expert in your field. And it's quite another to translate that, to turn that knowledge and experience and expertise into a business, into viable products, programs, coaching that is able to make you money consistently, sustainably, and bring you joy and profit to both you, your family, the communities you serve. In this series of videos, the Entrepreneur Mindset series, I am answering some of the most commonly asked questions and objections that I get from my clients and women who are thinking about it. They want to know exactly what it takes to be a financially successful entrepreneur, and how to accelerate their revenue growth by selling high-ticket, high-valued coaching and consulting programs. Before we get started, do hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you'll be notified when I publish my next video. And do watch till the very end of this video, because I've got a special bonus coaching gift for you that's really going to help you get moving forward right away. If you are a female entrepreneur or a corporate career professional with a side hustle and you're not attracting enough leads or making enough sales right now, then grab a pen and a piece of paper and a glass of water and learn exactly how to price your program and how to overcome the most common objection. It's too expensive. I can't afford it. Let me think about it. And as I said, poor outcomes from pricing discussions during the sales conversation is one of the biggest stumbling blocks, the biggest reasons that too many women entrepreneurs and business owners quit before their business actually has a chance to get off the ground. And that is a tragic shame. And that is something I want to reverse. And if we don't find enough clients and make enough sales quickly enough, the old fears and doubts do creep in and they start clouding and overtaking the excitement and the vision that we've started out with. And we start wondering, am I good enough? Can my program really do what I say it will do? And what is that magical right price that's going to bring in enough clients and give me those revenue and profit targets I'm looking for? These are the questions we're going to cover in detail in my Sales Accelerator Formula program. There is a link below where you can get more information if that's something you want to go further in. But this topic is a whole module in itself because it's a really vital part of business success. We must get this development phase right. And if we lose belief and confidence in delivering the results, people can somehow smell it. And they definitely won't buy when they smell doubt and uncertainty. If you can guide them through a structured conversation, a framework that focuses on value and the costs and the benefits of solving their problem, their pain point effectively and efficiently, this is going to disrupt their current thinking and it's going to change the way they see and value your offering. How to have these pricing discussions and negotiate win-win outcomes is something we go through in great detail in our Sales Accelerator Formula program. So see the link below if you would like more information on that. Before we launch into it, a bit of backstory now on the 3 basic human needs I spoke about in the last video. And these are very relevant to our pricing discussions. And as I discussed in that video last week, the all-important self-determination theory of the big 3 things, or the 3 big things that influence our levels of psychological well-being, motivation and performance, are 1, autonomy, 2, relatedness, and 3, competency or self-belief. This is important because when we meet these 3 needs within ourselves, we think and feel at our best. So when it comes to doing tasks that are difficult, complex, perhaps not in our natural wheelhouse typically, then it's important that we take care of our needs regarding motivation. And as entrepreneurs and creatives are passionate about the change they seek to make and the vision for the impact of what they want and what they see their product doing, all the help they want to give their clients. This is especially true for therapists and coaches and wellness practitioners and people in the helping and healing professions. But when it comes to money, when it comes to pricing and to linking money and pricing to the product or service they deliver, this is not naturally in their wheelhouse often. And so it becomes quite a stressful task, all this pricing and money business. Now, the human need for competency, that feeling of, yes, I think I can see myself achieving success at this, is vitally important when it comes to pricing your products and services. So it is vital to your success that you develop the beliefs and the skills to have effective pricing discussions. The 2 core aspects that build our sense of confidence in achieving success are self-belief as the biggest internal factor, and it's also known as competency, so it's the 3rd factor in the self-determination theory. And the second thing is the belief in your product to produce the promised result, the transformation, the external representation of our internal self-belief about ourselves and what our product does. People buy solutions to their pain. People buy transformation, and they buy it from someone they believe has the skills and the experience and the evidence to produce the promised result. They look for evidence that supports their belief. This evidence comes from 1, what you say, 2, how you say it, so tonality, very important, and 3, what others say about you and your program. And this is where your customer testimonies are really important. And I find this interesting too, that they do not pay more just because your program is long and complicated. They really do not buy time. They buy results. They buy speed to result, and they will often value a solution that gets them that big result faster and more effectively, as opposed to a long-term commitment that spans, 12 months or longer.